everyone. Each week I will make a prediction for you based on the general energy into which the largest and most significant star in the universe, our Sun, will enter. Every week the Sun resides between 5 to 6 days in the energy of each gene key, or the other word for it, gate. I will tell you what is the meaning of this energy and how people will use it in the above week. The video also includes a short meditation with positive statements that will help you rise to a higher energy frequency of the dominant energy that week. The information in each video is based on human design, GENEKEYS, and of course on my personal experience. Enjoy! This video, the Sun is gonna reside the 18th gate between the 27th of September until the 2nd of October. It is the gate of correction, perfectionism, and criticism. Work on what is damaged. Part of the dissatisfaction channel. The key here is awareness of what is necessary and what is not through focus. This is the place that most strongly expresses Oedipus syndrome, in which mostly girls aged 3 to 6 develop love towards their father and hate the mother, and become hostile towards her. This is why the fear of authority develops. Struggle for authority. The conflict between a woman and a man and members of the same sex in one family. The vigilance and determination to uphold and protect basic and fundamental human rights is also found here. The amendment here is collective, inclusive for all, so do not take it personally. If you take everything around you too personally and try to fix it, you will fail. Because you are actually starting to see life through a negative magnifying glass. Everything is too ugly, too damaged, too insidious and manipulative, and everything is too negative and it is difficult to get out of it. It is important to understand that this energy is meant to improve us as a civilization, meaning the criticism here comes from a good assumption of service to others and not just as an accusation that exists in irrational abstract people. This energy looks at logical patterns and with an examining eye and analytical thinking examines whether it enhances the future or not, whether it improves our future or not. Of course, the negative frequency of this energy is too much criticism of everything and dissatisfaction with everything or everyone, even if it is not critical for future improvement. But on the other hand, knowing how to comment without giving a tip for improvement is really not smart. Though this is what most people in the world don't do. There is a talent here to see defects that can become a real curse even for the person himself, because the constant criticism and correction can turn inward. The desire to mend can become an obsession, especially at a time when this energy is ignited in the entire universe. But it is always important to remember that we do not need correction in everything and can never be perfect, and that is the beauty and perfection of us all. Like any logical process, there is a comparison here, there is a diagnosis here, and there is a judgment. Without these processes, we would not have survived as a civilization and we would not have evolved. So this process is necessary for our lives, for survival. The question is always in dosage. One has to understand the immense sensitivity that there is here to flows, which contributes to their finding it in everything and everyone. The energy of this gate refers to the mental development of a teenage child. The child at this stage checks the parents' boundaries and tries to rebel against them if they are too weak, and on the other hand, rebels and depresses himself if the boundaries were too strong. So this energy has a very significant psychological effect on all of us. Even those who do not have it in the map, in the natal map, but especially to ones who carry this energy for the rest of their lives. So this week, there is no doubt that everyone will blame everyone for all the bad that is happening in the world. Multiple, random, and ineffective criticism. Not everyone is born with the gift of criticism. Being with an examining eye, it belongs to the minority. The majority are just blaming and do not give useful and logical tips for improvement. So people around the world will use this energy in three main ways. The first group are people that have the feelings of inferiority. This pattern first develops through our relationship with our parents, especially during our teens. If our parents judge us too harshly during these formative years, a pattern of self-judgment and oppression comes into play as we mature. There is a constant critique of the self. Everything a person does is not good enough for him, even if others praise him for it. Such a person will not be able to stand on his own principles and beliefs, and will compare himself to others and especially to authority figures in his entire life. The second group have a sense of superiority, a judgment directed toward others and not toward the person himself. This is expressed as a constant need to challenge authority figures, starting from the parents. If the parents were very weak and the child was able to challenge their authority, it becomes a pattern in as an adult. Most parents have no boundaries at all. So being able to set healthy boundaries for their child is an almost impossible task, which leads to feeling of superiority in such a child. The urge to challenge stems, of course, from a restrained anger that the parents were not strong and reliable enough in dealing with. This in turn leads to distrust towards authority figures overall in life. The minority in the population, as usual, are the third group, with an integrity talent. Integrity that is almost non-existent in the world. They are the only ones who know the talent of criticism and the ability to improve others through it, but to hurt as well. They do not respond to the currents of appreciation and judgment that are within them and are not controlled by them. They have the ability not to take things too personally, not to think like a victim of an authority figure in their lives. They express themselves well with this talent and use it only if asked to use it to give service to another. Their opinion and critique can provide excellent service to all of humanity. Their gift of integrity encourages them to maintain high standards in everything they do in their lives. Their heart and mouth are equal. This is integrity. And they can teach others to utilize this energy without prejudice and personality. If you want to be able to move from a first or second group to the third one, I have prepared for you important statements to support the process and also so that you can express this energy in its most positive aspect. To internalize the positive statement, I invite you to close your eyes and just listen to each statement and feel how it resonates in your ears and inside your head. After you close your eyes, start taking deep breaths. With each breath, you feel that every cell and compartment in your body begins to release tension. And repeat the following sentences in your heart. Criticism is a gift that promotes life to a higher frequency. I have a talent for giving helpful tips for improving the lives of others. I have a talent for working with people to heal guilt issues. The divine correction flows in me and comes out of me by invitation only. Criticism is intended to improve the whole world, not me personally. The supreme authority is my body. I have internal and external integrity. All the above sentences are true in my life and will contribute me to improving the world when it needs me. Thanks for watching and listening. For another interesting and insightful videos like that, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to put a thumbs up if you like it as a recognition to my efforts. Thanks you all.